Hey everyone, today's it is about when the villain that kidnapped you calls them so that they could hear your screams. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. Bakugou sat on the couch, his arms crossed over his chest. As he glared at the television screen, Kirishima sat beside him, fidgeting with his fingers, clearly sensing Bakugou's frustration. They had just both returned from a grueling mission, and Bakugou couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Hey, Bakugou, is everything alright? You seem tense. Bakugou grunted in response, not wanting to admit his worries. Ever since you both have been a couple, he had grown more protective over you. And Kirishima too. You all had fought side by side countless times, but now he was just wondering, where the hell were you? Before Bakugou could respond, his phone buzzed loudly on the coffee table. He snatched it up, his heart pounding with a mixture of anticipation and fear. The screen displayed an unfamiliar name, and without hesitation, Bakugou answered the call. Who the hell is this? He growled into the phone. A cold voice responded, sending shivers down Bakugou's spine. Hello, Katsuki. I have something that belongs to you. A precious little toy. Bakugou's grip on the phone tightened, and his knuckles turned white. What the heck are you talking about? Who was this? You'll find out soon enough. But for now, I thought you might want to hear what your little toy sounds like when she's in pain. Bakugou's eyes widened, his heart plummeting to his stomach. He looked at Kirishima, his face pale with worry. Before he could say anything, he heard you screaming, and Bakugou felt his blood run cold. Lion, what the heck are you doing to her? Bakugou shouted, his voice loud with worry and desperation. Oh, just a little taste of what's to come, Bakugou. You could come. Better come prepared if you want to see your precious toy alive again. And with that, the call ended, leaving Bakugou and Kirishima stunned and terrified. Bakugou's hands shook with anger as he clenched his fists. The thought of someone hurting you fueling his determination to save you. We have to find her, Kirishima. No matter what it takes. We will, Bakugou. We won't let anything happen to her. They quickly contacted the rest of their classmates, explaining the situation and mobilizing them to join the search. Their concerned voices stirred everyone into action, and soon the group was assembled, ready to rescue you. Bakugou led the way, his explosive quirk lighting up the night as he tore through the city streets. Kirishima kept pace beside him, his unyielding hardening quirk shielding them from any harm that came their way. As they arrived at the villain's hideout, they burst through the door, ready for a fight. Bakugou's eyes darted around, scanning every corner for any sign of you. The smell of fear and desperation filled the air, urging him forward. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the dimly lit room. Well, well, well. Look who decided to join the party. Bakugou's gaze focused on the source of the voice, a sincere figure standing before him. Without a second thought, he lunged forward, his fists crackling with explosive power. Kirishima followed suit, his hardened fists poised for battle. The fight was intense, but Bakugou's determination burned brighter than ever. His mind was consumed by thoughts of you. The sound of your screaming were playing in his head, urging him to push forward. With each explosion and punch, he fought with a ferocity that he had never shown before. Finally, they overpowered the villain, his defeated form collapsing to the ground. Bakugou wasted no time, his eyes searching the room until they landed on you. Your wrists were bound together, tears streaming down your face as you stared at him in relief. Bakugou rushed to your side, swiftly freeing you from your restraints. He pulled you into his arms, holding you tightly against his chest. The sound of your racing heartbeat reassured him that you were safe, that you were back where you belonged. Kirishima joined him. His eyes filled with both worry and relief. He wrapped his arms around the two of you, completing his embrace. Together, they stood with you. You're safe now. We've got you, Lion. We won't let anything like this happen again. You buried your face in Bakugou's chest, your body trembling with a remnants of fear. I knew you would come for me, you whispered, your voice filled with gratitude. Kirishima leaned in, pressing a tender kiss to your temple. We'll always come to you, no matter what. You're the most important person in our lives. As you stood there, wrapped in the embrace, your two heroes, you knew that together, you could face anything. The challenges of the world would never tear you apart, for the love between you was unbreakable. And with that love, you were ready to take on anything that came your way. Days had passed since the rescue mission, and the three of you were finally back home. The weight of the recent events still lingered in the air, casting a somber atmosphere over your couch. Between Bakugou and Kirishima, you couldn't help but feel overwhelmed by a mix of relief and fear. His hand rested on your thigh, his touch both reassuring and possessive. His eyes never strayed far from you, as if afraid that any moment he might disappear again. Kirishima, on the other hand, kept his arm draped over your shoulders, his touch gentle and comforting. The events had only strengthened the bond between the three of you, reminding you of how fortunate you three were made for each other. The room fell into a comfortable silence, broken only by the occasional sigh or the soft sound of someone shifting in their seat. The events of the past days had taken their toll on all of you, and the need for some semblance of normalcy was palpable. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry both of you like that. We love you, and will always protect you. Don't you dare apologize, Ryan. None of this was your fault. Got it? Yeah, I do. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!